welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video. As you can see from all of my merchandise and my little setup back here, we are going to be talking about one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Gilmore Girls. And as you can see from Netflix, it is now available to watch Gilmore Girls A Year in the Life. I thought to kind of celebrate and to kick off this new Gilmore Girls season that I would create a Gilmore Girls tag and then at the end share with you some amazing Gilmore Girls inspired candles that just launched. So if you'd like to see what this tag is all about, then keep watching. And I created this tag in August, gearing up for today. I am so excited. I've yet to watch it. My mom and I are actually gonna watch it tonight because growing up, my mom was the Lorelai to my Rory. I created a tag of 10 different questions. They're very simple questions, but it allows us to kind of get to know you as a Gilmore Girl fan and see who your favorite characters are, what's your favorite moment, and so on and so forth. Question number 1, who is your favorite character? My favorite character is Rory. I relate to her so much. Number 2, do you have a least favorite character? Now, I love every single character in this show, but if I had to pick one character that I wasn't a huge fan of, I would probably have to say that was Zach. He just gets really annoying sometimes because he's just so negative. I was never a fan of him and Lane together, but yeah, Zach is probably the character out of all the characters in the Gilmore Girl clan that I'm not the biggest fan of. Number 3, who is the perfect male for Rory? Growing up, Jess was my favorite, but I will say now rewatching the show, Dean is my favorite. I wish that she had stuck with Dean. I wish that, you know, she had married Dean, and I just think that they were the perfect couple, and he was just so good to her that I think that Dean is definitely my favorite. Let me know in the comments who your favorite is. Number 4, who is the perfect pairing for Lorelai? Obviously, it's Luke. Come on. I secretly told Josh that it was never happening. She never went for Luke. He actually hates Lorelai. That's his least favorite character is Lorelai, and he thought she was so stupid for not getting together with him. Obviously, that's not true. They do get together. I think they're the perfect pairing. He just balances out her kookiness, and I just think they are a great couple. Number 5, favorite quote. Oi with the poodles already. I love that quote. Whenever I quote it and someone gets what I'm talking about, it just makes my heart so warm. Number 6, who is your favorite underrated character? So there's so many characters that for a while I thought were underrated, but now that I found other Gilmore Girl fans, they're not so underrated. Like Suki is one of my favorites. I always thought Kirk was an underrated character, but I think a lot of people do enjoy his character, and I think that's why he was in so many episodes. But I would say that my favorite underrated character would have to be Gypsy. Gypsy is just so sassy and sarcastic. I love that she just stays the same. She's very constant throughout the entire series. And yeah, she's definitely one of my favorite underrated characters. Number 7, what is your favorite episode? It has always been, hands down, the final episode of season 4. That episode, there's just so much that goes on. And if you've never seen the show, I'm so sorry because I'm going to spoil it for you. But I'm sure if you're watching this video, you probably know by now what I'm gonna be talking about. So in that episode, the dragonfly opens, Richard and Emily are separated, and then you have Jason who kind of appears, and you see Lorelai and Luke starting to flirt for the first time, and then Luke and Lorelai kiss, and then obviously Rory loses her virginity, which that was a huge shocker for Josh. Josh just kind of, that threw him for a loop. And then the Kirk scene at the very end where he's running with the pillow because of his night terrors. Growing up, I used to reenact that every single time. We would replay that episode, and I would run down the stairs with a pillow going, "Aah!" because it was just so good. That is by far my favorite episode. I could watch that episode over and over and over again. It's just so good. Number 8, what are you looking forward to seeing in A Year in the Life? The last episode and the last 4 final words. We've been dying to know what the final 4 words are. By the way, while you're watching this, I will be watching this, so I will hopefully know what those last 4 words are, but don't spoil it for anyone in the comments. But if you know, just hold it near and dear to your heart. I think, ooh, Oi with the poodles already. I think it's gonna be Oi with the poodles already. That's just what I personally think. I don't think that's correct, but you know, you never know. That might be what it is. We'll see. Question number 9. If you could have a meal with any of the characters, who would it be and why? So I'm cheating a little because I would love to have a Friday night dinner. To be able to sit down with Richard, Emily, Lorelai, and Rory, and just to be able to sit down and have that delicious meal. Every single meal that they have looks so delicious, except for the escargot. I would not want to eat escargot, but I think it would be so much fun to sit down and join in their conversations and have a drink with them at the beginning, and then have their appetizers and their desserts, and to kind of see the fiascos that always happen on Friday nights. And I think it would be wonderful to tour her house, and yeah, I think it would be so much fun to go to Emily and Richard's house and have Friday night dinners. And the final question is any memorabilia from the movie. When that show first came out, I believe it was on WB, they had these mugs that you could purchase on their website. I have had this mug since the very beginning. It's just something that I hold near and dear to my heart. I had a pairing to this because my mom purchased 2 mugs, and rather than keeping the second, I gave it to my first love's sister. So I don't know if she still has it or not, but I wish that I had kept it because then I could have 2 Luke mugs, but this is one that I've had near and dear to my heart. And like I said, I do have this shirt right here, which is a Gilmore Girls shirt, and I will leave the shop in the description box if you'd like to purchase this shirt. It's a very simple shirt. They have it in white. They did have it in black, but it doesn't seem like they have that in stock anymore. That's the shirt that I wanted. I wanted it in black with the white writing. If they have it in stock, then I'm definitely gonna purchase it because this is a very comfortable shirt. I am in a size small, by the way, and it is a pretty long shirt. I will show you. It is a pretty long shirt, and then we're gonna be talking about some candles. I figured this was a perfect way to segue into the candles. So now that we've gone through the tag, I'm going to be talking to you about these amazing new candles. There is a brand new company called Valencia Candle Company. I'm gonna leave her link in the description box, and I also have a code so you can get free shipping on these candles. I have the first ever samples of these candles that I'm gonna be sharing with you. Valencia is an amazing, amazing woman. She makes the candles by hand, so you know that they are crafted with love. And this particular collection is called the Where You Lead collection, and I think that's the perfect title for this Gilmore Girls collection. With this collection, she has 5 different candles, and each candle represents one of the main men that are from Gilmore Girls. I kind of wish she made a Chris candle because he is one of my favorite characters, or male characters, but maybe that'll be something that she creates in the future. We're just gonna start randomly. So this one is called the Forever Logan, and this is $13. Not for this, you actually get a full size. But this one is Forever Logan. Oh, I love the smell of Forever Logan. It smells so good. So with this one, and I will insert a picture of each of the candles here. This one, the description says, Forever Logan has notes of fresh aloe and clovers. I wanted this candle to be light and airy, like the moment Logan Hudsonberger first captured our hearts. It just smells so good. It just smells like a guy's cologne. Yeah, it just smells like a college boy cologne. If you are really into male scents or male fragrances, you are going to love this collection, but I think the coloring is perfect. It's just so sophisticated, and I feel like it definitely suits Logan for sure. So this one isn't my favorite, but I feel that if you like this character, you might just buy this candle. And this is Forever Jess. This one is very, very potent. And all of these candles, they are very potent when you do burn them, which is wonderful because it'll smell up your entire house. This one in particular smelled up my entire house when I first opened this package. It says, Jess Mariano is far from traditional, and he won our hearts when he strolled into Stars Hollow with his knack for stealing yard gnomes and ability to make even the worst situations humorous. This candle is reminiscent of notes written in books and that black leather jacket that he was so fond of. There is nothing feminine about this candle, but if you love books and Jess, like Rory, then this candle was made for you. And I think that's the perfect description of this, because if you do love the scent of leather and antique libraries, then this is the perfect candle for you. This one just holds such a special place in my heart because this one is for Richard. As we all know, the man who portrayed Richard passed away, and that's something that I am looking forward to seeing, is how they're able to capture Richard passing and how Emily grieves. I'm glad that they did incorporate that into the show, but even now I'm getting so emotional. I will definitely be burning this tonight for Richard as I watch the show. But this one, oh, it just smells like a sophisticated man. This one says for Richard, notes of cigars and bourbon. Edward Herman is the man who brought Richard Gilmore to life. Such a big man who loved his family more fiercely than most could ever imagine. Gilmore Girls would not have been the same without him. I wanted to create a candle that highlights Richard's happiest moments when he could be found in the den or his study with a cigar and drink in hand. So in love with this warm smelling candles and the beautiful work of such a talented artist. Ed, Richard, rest well. And I think this is the perfect candle for that. And I think that this is the perfect candle to burn while you're watching Gilmore Girls. If you love the smell of a rich, spicy men's cologne, I think you will really enjoy this candle. Or if you just want it for memorabilia to say that you have a Richard candle, I think this is perfect, and to always honor the name of Richard Gilmore. All right, we're coming on to the last two. So first of all, we have Forever Dean. So it's supposed to be reminiscent of Abercrombie or Hollister Jake. It's like one of those high school scents that growing up, the men's always wore Acqua di Gio, or they wore Hollister Jake or Abercrombie and Fitch. And that's exactly what this smells like. So it's supposed to smell like a light cologne and a warm sweater. It says, Dean Forrester, no matter whose team you are on, you will love this candle. It was created to smell like that oversized boyfriend sweater or leather jacket. It is beautifully subtle, but the fragrance carries amazingly throughout every space. It is orange to match the fall time in Stars Hollow during the early stages of Rory and Dean's relationship. A perfect candle to transform your home into Miss Patty's dance studio in the fall. It's just a perfect candle. I love this scent, and I definitely feel like I'm gonna purchase this one too, because like I said, I will always be Forever Dean. Oh, this candle just embodies my high school experience, hands down. It's so crazy how certain scents bring back certain memories, and this just reminds me of watching Gilmore Girls in high school and feeling like Rory when she was in high school and when she experienced love for the first time. And yeah, this just captures all of that in one little candle. And the final candle, which is my ultimate favorite candle, is Forever Luke. And obviously it's brown because it's supposed to embody coffee. And I'm definitely getting a full size of this, and I definitely want to purchase a backup. It just smells like baked goods and coffee. It's just so delicious. But let's see what she says. She says notes, coffee, strong with sugar, and glazed donuts. I love the punch of coffee, but it's super sweet. If you love the smell of a coffee shop, I think this is gonna be perfect for you, because it's literally a coffee shop bundled into this little teeny tiny candle. Or by the time you get your candle, it's gonna be a full-size candle. But it just smells so heavenly. And this one, it says, no matter whose team you are on, if you love Gilmore Girls, Stars Hollow, or coffee, you will love this candle. My new favorite ritual is lighting this delicious candle first thing in the morning. It made my home smell not only like the best coffee in the world, there's also a sweet and salty undertone that smells distinctly of donuts. Luke's Diner / Jars Hollow in HR. And I think that's exactly what this is. When I smell this, I think of Luke, I think of Luke's Diner. I'm definitely purchasing a full size of this, and it'll be burning in my home so that my home smells like Luke's Diner, and I think it's just a wonderful candle. And Luke is my favorite male character in the show, so of course I have to purchase this candle to represent my favorite character. Well guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and let me know if you want me to do any more Gilmore inspired videos. I just adore Gilmore Girls. One of these days I would love to cover Where You Lead, because that song is so iconic, and anytime it plays I have to sing along with it because it's one of my favorites, and I just overall enjoy the show. It embodied my relationship with my mother growing up, and I'm so excited to watch the new season tonight, and it's very bittersweet to know that it's going to end tonight, but I just think this is an amazing show. And if you have not checked out Gilmore Girls, it's on Netflix. Go check it out now. You will definitely not be sorry. But with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.